Right, for Yabby Farms and Haras to Trotteurs, I'm here at the beautiful Wai Eyre Farm, catching up with Darryl Brown. Firstly, Darryl, thank you very much for joining me.
You're welcome.
I've got to say a big thank you too to the Pattersons who have been looking after me for this quick visit that I've got over here in New Zealand, and there'll be a bit more at the end of that, so I want to say a huge thank you to those guys. But plenty happening here, mate. Amazing little farm. The first thing that blew me away is 15 minutes from the airport. You are basically in Christchurch itself, but we're nowhere near the city.
Yeah, no, 20 minutes into the centre of Christchurch and live out here in paradise, so couldn't be happier.
Can't hear traffic or nothing. It's an amazing thing. And probably, I think that's probably one thing we want, because we want people to come and see the stallions, but we want them to come and see the farm as well. A lot of international visitors are going to start coming over for the World Drivers' Championships, Cup Week. There's so much for people to come and do in New Zealand very shortly. Make sure they come here and check out the boys. I think that's a pretty exciting part of the whole thing when I realise how close you are.
Yeah, and everyone's more than welcome. It's lovely to have people from any walks of life, even local people overseas. Yep. Show them what we're doing, and show them our country.
You've got stallions, you've got quite a bit going on here, and we're going to touch on a lot of it. I will say, Yabby Farms, Pat Driscoll, we're here to promote his, but we are going to mention all of the stallions. But this association that you've been able to build with Pat in its infancy, it hasn't been all that long, come a little bit out of left field, I'd imagine, for you?
Yeah, Pat rang me and wanted me to stand on a streak, and we'd dealt with his frozen semen in the past and had a working relationship with him, but stood on a streak from last season, and really enjoyed it, and enjoying working with Pat with a few mares that we brought together, and some breeding we're doing together. So it's really inspirational, and he's just brings it all to the table. So, and
he's got some pretty exciting incentives which we will announce right now. But you said there before about on a streak. One of the things a lot of people aren't aware of is his bloodlines on a streak, and the similarities with him and Volstead are just amazing. Other than this horse was a better 2-year-old on a streak because he won the Breeders' Crown. I think he was a very good, precocious, up-and-going horse. I got some video footage of him. Magnificent looking animal, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just a great looking animal, and he's just going to bring a lot to the trotting breed in New Zealand, and we're really lucky to have him here.
Yeah, to walk around him. I walked around, and I'll put that video over the top now, but the strength, his hindquarters, he's got a massive shoulder, and his head that was the part that got me. That's eyeball to eyeball. He's just, he ticks a lot of boxes. I think a lot of people will get a shock, and we want people to breed to these sorts of horses. Come and have a look at him, and you'll be like, I'm going to him straight away.
Yeah, and a lot of people have. Come looked at him, booked in, and we're on the breeding.
And the exciting part, I know some of his semen's already gone to Australia.
Yeah. So we've got ourselves set up to export back to Australia, so we're sending it back over there.
Yeah, some went last week, and I think some's going later this week, I believe. Yeah. So, I get a lot of it. He's like, how does he know that one? But I get told a few things. With this association, you've also now standing all cashed up. The Ready Cash horse raced up north, but was saying there before, I know he was a precocious 2-year-old, 3-year-old in Australia. Yep. Had a couple of unfortunate incidents with stripping stalls at races, actually, and had trouble going. Well, it depends where you are. The normal way of going, anyone at Alexandra Park will tell me off for this, but to go the opposite way suited his stifles and things like that. But again, unique bloodlines and here in the flesh for the Kiwis.
Yeah, and he's getting a few bookings, so he's starting to get a few bookings, and hopefully he can breed on some good horses and kick a goal for us. Are
you across the Ready Cash lines and that, or have you got better at it? We've done a bit of research on it. Because there's a lot. I mean, he's a champion sire. Pat's got a pretty unique story about him. Actually, if you get a chance, ask him about Ready Cash one day. It's pretty unique. With this association, though, too, you're also handling the chilled semen. We'll start with the chilled semen for a start. With Classic Connection, who has just done a phenomenal job in Australia. He's had 5 runners now. 4 of those have won. 2 of those have won multiple, 2 fillies, and they look like being really, really high-class horses. CC in Paris and Afternoon Breeze, multiple winners. They've got bright futures, but also, I can't think of the other name of the Hammer is another horse, very exciting. And I'm getting in trouble from Charles Cucci because I can't remember his horse. But, yes, I can. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Don't worry, it'll come out of left field. That's got to be exciting. You've got him as chilled. And also EL Titan, a Muscle Hill horse that's doing enormous jobs. He's actually leading sire on percentages in America, percentages to earnings at the minute. So that's exciting as well, a different side of things, and maybe something that people, when they drive in here, and see the sign, they don't realise that you've got this opportunity, and they are freshly chilled. There's no frozen handling, if you like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, freshly chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some exciting announcements with those two horses as well.
Yeah. So Pat's taking $500 off their service fee, and as a farm we're going to match that. And
as a working fee.
As a working fee, we'll give you $500 farm credit for working fee or vet fee, whatever whichever way you want to take it. But
so effectively $1,000 off for both those two horses, which is huge.
Yeah. For their breeding, for what they're doing, they're good value.
Now the conditions with that are, and we've got to make big mention to Macca Lodge as well. If you ring up and book for you guys, because this is how it'll be detected basically. So ring up here Wai Eyre Farm or Macca Lodge. Order the semen through there, and you'll be honoured with $500 off the service fee, and then obviously you guys handling it as well. So that's exciting, I think, and it's a great initiative. Also great to see if it works. You guys are going to say, well, we've taken a couple extra phone calls, we know it's working. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, so it's exciting. You also handle his frozen semen. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to throw you under the bus, but go to harastrotteurs.com.au and you'll be able to see all the lists of them, or Yabby Farms, keep up to date with all their socials, and you'll be able to keep across all of those the horses and the updates as it come along, plus the winners as they're coming through as well.
Yeah, and Pat's got some really exciting stuff going on with his farm. Yabby Farms is just really exciting stuff, and for me to be a part of it, it's just fantastic. And the farm, for our farm here, it's great. And
he has this passion, Pat does, doesn't he? Like
he just loves it.
Yeah. I know that horse. It's called Franco American because that's how I knew. So he won at his second start, I think. So Tyrone Abella trains him, so he does a good job. The farm here, it is big business. You've got another 3 stallions. Got the sign over your shoulder here. Another 3 stallions there.
Yep.
We'll stick with the trotters first. Greg and Nina Hope, they'll be happy with this. Carlton. What a great job he does. A lot of the Aussies will know Carla Pixie over there, which is close to Carla's Pixel, which was a champion mare, but does a great job, doing a really, really good job actually for Brent Lilly and the crew. Yep. But his percentage-wise, he's done an awesome job, hasn't he?
He's done, great job for everyone.
Yeah.
And, he's a cheap stallion to go to. Everyone can afford him. Yep. So he's doing a great job.
Been by Dream Vacation too, and I actually said there, and I don't no disrespect, he's not as big as what a lot of the Dream Vacations can be. He's quite a good sized horse, isn't he?
But his progeny he's left that are racing now he's got great statistics.
That's exactly right. And they've got high speed. That filly of Lil's has got good high speed, which everyone wants in trotters nowadays. So that's it. Timing can be good. Laz had a winner last night, and I was rapt to see Lazarus. I was fortunate enough to be at Gloucester Park the night that he sat 3 deep the trip, and it's phenomenal. He's a champion sire. He does have his issues. We could hide behind it, but he does have his issues. How's he been to collect in that for you?
Collect. We haven't had any scans yet to him, but he's collecting great. His semen looks good, and for on farm we've done a deal where you drop your mare here and you don't pay any vet or working fee till your mare's in foal. So the onus is on us to get them in foal. If we don't perform, you don't pay.
Yep.
That's brought quite a lot of bookings to the farm. So
does that help a little bit with his semen?
Yeah. And the mare's on farm. The semen's only 10 minutes from him to the mare, so that helps a lot. Yeah,
which is a great initiative too. And you do have a passion, don't you? Like you're trying to maximise the return for people to get their mares in foal, basically. Which is, and we will touch on that in a minute. We'll stick with the stallions though. US captain, son of Captain Trotteurs. John's going to tell me off because I can't remember the name of the mare, but lovely horse. Again, these are come here and see. You see a tried true champion of like Lazarus and that, but you come and see these other horses. But they're going to get a shock when they see US captain, aren't they? He's a beautiful horse. He's a little bit bigger than what a lot of those Captain Trotteurs horses are. He's a lovely horse, and we just had one of the trucks going through, but we were just saying there about US captain, and I said I didn't know the breeding, but out of American Jewel, which is an American Ideal horse. We know what sort of job they do here in Australia. I keep saying Australia because I'm in New Zealand, but both sides of the ditch really, and he's done a phenomenal job. So a lot of people know those bloodlines. We know what Captain Trotteurs are doing as well, and just doing a phenomenal job. So he's quite unique for people here in New Zealand, isn't he? Yeah, he's very unique, and we wanted a stallion that we could buy outright ourselves and own it ourselves. And once I'd bought him, then Macca Lodge wanted a share of him, seen an advantage for them as well, and wanted just a stallion of that calibre with really good breeding. The maternal line of him is just amazing. So right. people come and inspect this horse, and they'll be able to see them all. I would have had videos over the top, but please go to waieyrefarm.co.nz. Yep, that's where we want people to go to see anything about the stallions. Don't tune out. This interview hasn't stopped. It's actually going to start. So between Macca Lodge and Yabby Farms, there's this this basically booking fee, and you'll go from there. You're now telling me US Captain, you guys have halves with him, or you know, in ownership cahoots with him. So you see the bigger picture of the industry, don't you? You're actually with one of the biggest breeders in the southern hemisphere, well, down south, Macca. Macca Lodge, they just do a phenomenal job down there. And you up here with the numbers that you've got, you understand the responsibility you guys have for New Zealand harness racing in a way, don't you? And you're working together. I say about increasing breeding numbers and the importance of it. You've got stallions here, you're prepared to take people's mares, you're prepared to foal mares down for people. But in collaboration with Dancing on Moonlight, another collaboration, if you like, and this is really, personally, I love it. You know, the more studs we're mentioning, you know, Macca Lodge, Dancing on Moonlight, Woodland Stud, Yabby Farms, Wai Eyre Farm, we better not forget you, and there's possibly, you know, quite a few others as well. I think working together to improve the numbers is awesome. You're doing an almost lease them. You're better off explaining it, but where you're helping to facilitate mares that may have stayed empty for 1, 2, 3 years. You're helping to facilitate those to the breeding numbers. Yeah, so a breeder who's got a well-bred mare and they maybe can't afford it, or circumstances have changed, you know, with their business or cash flow. We take on their mare, and this is Robert at Dancing on Moonlight and myself have put it together, and we take your mare, you have no costs, we put her in foal, and you have the option of buying that foal back when the foal's weaned. So we have all the costs, we have all the risk. It goes to one of our stallions, but you have the option of buying that foal back. So if it's an absolutely amazing looking colt, perfectly straight legs, you can pay the money, and it's all just what it's cost us. If they don't take that option up, then we keep the foal and we sell it through sales. We'll sell it through the sales, or we'll break it in, or we'll have an exit strategy to be confirmed for sort of each individual horse. For each individual horse, and it has brought a lot of horses out of the woodwork, and a lot of extra mares have got bred from that. We're taking the risk on it. We're breeding more mares. So I'd imagine there's probably quite a few things that does. You said there before, and you know, to the Australian people that are watching this, be aware that Lazarus and US Captain are available, fresh chilled semen over there. So that part is a no-brainer. But you're getting horses that, you know, as you said, well-bred mares that they may not have even thought about breeding. So it's going to help the numbers for both those horses, which is going to make them. Well, Laz is commercial anyway, but US Captain more commercial because you're going to have more numbers. More people are going to see them at the sales, either at yearling sales or on the off the track sales and things along those lines. So it does tick a few boxes, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, and whose idea was it? It was Robert's. And then we threw around a whole lot of different ideas and put it together. And last year we advertised to want to buy mares or lease mares, and that worked really well. It brought a lot of horses out of the woodwork, and a lot of people that weren't going to breed ended up breeding from. So last year it was done, so the foal's been born. No, we didn't do the lease last year. We just with Pat Driscoll and Robert, we brought horses or leased horses and put them in foal. Which are now foaling now, and this is the first year we're doing the lease to. And it's been taken up well. It's been taken up really well. I think it's exciting, and I do apologise. Because that was one of the main reasons. There was two main reasons, Pat and his deals, but also that, because that is something, as I said, instead of them leaving, a mare, and quite often what happens is you leave a mare for 2 years, just let her live out her life and not put her back, and she's lost to the industry. And some of those bloodlines will be then lost to the industry full stop for a long time, won't they? So we're getting some of them back in the breeding cycle. Darryl, it's very exciting. The one thing you wanted to touch on there, all these horses, the semen is available to be shipped to Australia. I shouldn't say all of those, all cashed up's not, and I would imagine Carlton's. All cashed up is available. He is available in Australia? Okay, so sorry, Carlton? No. Okay. So we've got Lazarus, US Captain, on a streak, and all cashed up, available to be shipped back to Australia. So that is another thing, and that works pretty well at the minute too. It does. So that's one thing, and I'll keep banging on about it. But I want people. You said to me there before when I did cut into it, and anyone watches what I do, I don't edit, but I'll openly say we did stop because I forgot part of it. But We want people to come here, come to the farm, see these stallions, breed to them, and get it out there. We're coming up to the New Zealand Cup World Drivers' Championships. There's going to be that many Australians. There could be US people coming over here. Who knows? Comes from Europe. Come here to Wai Eyre Farm. Come and see these horses. Breed to these horses. Even talk to you about some of the old mares you might even have there that's for lease. They might be able to do an agreement before they're even born. I don't know. I'll throw that one at you. But
anything like that. It's about getting the more mares bred and keeping the industry going.
Yep, and also in Australia as well, which is so important. And that's what I'm going to bang on about them again. Woodland Stud with their trotters, although little, Dancing on Moonlight. You foal down their horses, you work together with them, which is awesome. You've come up with this idea with leasing the mares, and then this great collaboration between yourself and Macca Lodge with US Captain, and then yourself and Macca Lodge and Yabby Farms with these bonuses. Don't forget $500 off the service fee, $500 off the working fee, which is huge as well. So exciting, and well done to you guys for what you're doing and what you're achieving. I think it's awesome. So the farm is how big? Don't worry about it, it's fine.
600 acres.
600 acres, yeah. You got big tree loppers as well, which is another one of your businesses. And it's unbelievable. You're saying there before about you got different soils, a bit wetter at some spots, drier ground, so you're able to run stock all year round, which is pretty important here in New Zealand. Yeah,
and for horses, we've got our heavier land, which in the summer produces a lot of grass. We've got our drier land in the winter, which gets them out of the mud. And they thrive really well on it.
And this time of year, where you can still get heavy rains, the ground soak up, you've still got that opportunity with that dry land. Like, sometimes you might move the horses back off, and you don't have it where you've just got to run them down the laneway a little bit.
Just down the laneway, We've got irrigation on the dry land, so we're covered all year round.
Been here, I think you said 50-something years?
Yeah.
Dad started it all, and that you told me there yourself, you're not actually that keen on horses?
When I was about 4, I got run over by a horse helping my sisters, and I've been petrified from them since, and I've got on over that in time. But
when you were 5, there was no way knowing you're going to be running the farm after that.
No, not doing what I'm doing now. Even when I was 25, my sisters used to say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. And you were saying to me there before, unfortunately, Mum and Dad passed within the last 3 years. And effectively that gave you an option, I suppose, of one selling, which is the easy option. Anyone that owns land, you could always sell or have a crack. And you've got this love for the industry, for a horse that ran you over, but you've got this love for an industry, and you're going head first and having a real crack.
Yeah, and I think, Dad said before he passed away, if you're going to have a go properly. And so going back to some of our old things we had when Christian Cullen was here, some of the things we had in place, some of the morals we had for running a farm, and probably a bit wiser now, so it's a good time to have a crack.
Yeah, and it is a good time because the industry breeding numbers are on a decline. It doesn't matter, Brad Reed's not going to mind me saying that here in New Zealand, because it's the same in Australia. And we need to maximise it. We need to make sure we're breeding to quality with quality mares, so that what we put out, we don't have as much wastage, if you like. But we need to be able to put the right product out there. But we also need people that are prepared to put it out there. That's a catch, isn't it?
And that's one thing I decided, if we're going to stay in it, we had to do incentives to help people breed and try and get more mare numbers on the ground. Try whatever it takes to get there.
Yeah, and you said quite a unique one there to me before. You're happy to take horses to foal down if it helps the industry, because effectively you've got the night staff working. They're here, so during the day you've got staff here, during the night you've got staff here, so you're happy to sort of, if you can handle the numbers, you'll take them and try and keep improving the numbers for the industry.
Yeah, it's all about more numbers, more horses, and keep the racing industry going.
Where's the drive come from? Where does it make, like, where did it all come from? There must be, I know you just said there before, Dad said go hard or don't go at all, but you still got to have the drive, otherwise you don't go at all.
I don't know. In the last 12 months I've got really good staff around me, and that makes a big difference. When you have a vision and your staff back you and they're singing the same tune. So I've got good staff around me now, and it's just all falling into place. So
if you don't mind me saying, you've had a couple of battles as well with sickness and things like that, and you come out the other side of it. So that must help as well. They
come out the other side, and you just got to keep going. If you stop, you're done.
I couldn't agree more. I hope more people listen to this and get inspired by it, because I think we need these sorts of things happening in New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah.
We need people to take the bull by the horns, if you like, and try and improve our bloodlines. Look after these stallions. Like, you're also looking after an ornament of New Zealand harness racing in a way as well, with Lazarus giving him every chance to make it as a stallion, and he's doing a great job with the numbers he's got on the ground.
Doing a fantastic job.
But we've got to be able to do these things, don't we?
Yeah, and he's a great stallion.
Yeah,
the more support he gets, the better he's going to go.
Yeah, he's a beautiful boy. As I said, the footage in there before. Christian Cullen. How many stallions have you had over here? Because you actually had in the pocket as well. Like, when you think about it, you go in the pocket, Christian Cullen. There are a lot of horses that could trail back to here, where their life might have started, either as far as semen goes, but they might have been foaled down here with Mum and Dad and that before.
I haven't counted up the number of stallions, but I had a few.
A lot of them. Darryl, thank you. Thanks for showing me around the place. Absolutely loved it. Thank you for the job you're doing with the breeding here as well. As I said, it is very important. I don't think it can be looked at lightly. We need to be able to promote breeding. It's very, very important. Numbers have been on a steady decline, so we need to increase those with what you're doing here, and Macca Lodge as well. Haras the Trotteurs, Pat's getting behind you, so that's good for New Zealand harness racing as well. Putting numbers in here, and I think people possibly need to be aware of that. Woodland Stud, they've joined cahoots. They're sending all their, or most of their trotting mares to Pat stallions. I think Classic Connection's got a few. I think EL Titan, on the streaks, getting a few as well. So, I think these sorts of collaborations, if that's a right word, are so important to continue to get our numbers up in the game. And well done to you guys for what you're doing and what you're achieving. I think it's awesome. So I really appreciate it. I apologise for getting a bit of that, and it might be a little bit choppy, this interview, but they're the very important points that we've got to get across. Darryl, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it, and keep up the great work. Hopefully I'm coming back here in a couple of 12 months or so and seeing heaps of foals running around and the industry on the right trajectory, because racing for great sake money. But it's that 2 and 3 year tail off that we need to rectify. So I think it's very important. Thanks, mate.
Well
Well done.
Thank you.